Baby, EWC 2025 Tekken 8. Majin Obama here with the tasty one. Bruh, I love how Edge walked out. Bro, the walkout, he looked like he's about to grab some tables, ladders, and chairs. He was holding his trophy, his key like it was a brass knuckle. Are we about to get a hardcore match going right now?
Bro, bring out the tables, ladders, and chairs. Ring the bell. Money is on the line. Placement is on the line.
Never gonna stop. Going up against Doryoku no Last Samurai. One of only two remaining JP qualified players in this event, in this phase. Then you saw the head-to-head Chikurin going up against Edge.
Look, last time they met, 2-0. 2-0 in favor of Edge. Like Rob was letting you know, the man's accolades, Edge has been on a hot streak lately. It's really hard to talk about this Tekken and not talk about him. The activation on the Heat Burst, he's been playing so well when it comes to just playing Tekken 8. Heat is a new thing. The offense is in his favor. Hwoarang is one of these characters that really does get away with it. But let's talk about Chikurin. Chikurin's got multiple characters under his belt that he's willing to go to. Mostly two, but even more so the willingness to adapt and switch characters when he needs to. That's what got him here, and it can probably propel him even further. But he has got a huge, huge task in front of him. Edge, the further he gets into a tournament, the sharper this guy gets. It's in the name. You got to respect it. And the Hwoarang is going to be his character of choice. And we see Clive on the side of Chikurin. If we are talking about just the matchup overall, do you think, you don't have to know, but do you think that Edge has the experience versus a high-level Clive?
Absolutely. In fact, you heard our analyst talking about it, right? These guys have run into each other, especially on net play, a lot. You can find a ton of matches, Clive versus Hwoarang, Lily versus Hwoarang, Clive versus Shaheen, because Edge has gone to him in some moments too. But I like the way MYK has been singing his praises for over a year, and he's so right. This guy continues to elevate, continues to rise to the occasion on the stages he makes it to. Chikurin, of course, just got top 8 at EVO, momentum heavily in his side, but the thing is, Edge with the momentum, especially after the matches on day one, bruh, this is he's a little bit more than a bracket X Factor right now. You got to put some respect on him. And it's going to be very dangerous if these guys make it to tomorrow where they got long sets now.
And before we even get done talking about both of them, Edge going to take that first round. And look, Chikurin is no stranger to this position. Like you said before, just got third at EVO, but also just the character variety that he has under his belt. I said 2, my man's got 3. He's ready for the matchup in all capacities, and I feel like he really does run this Clive because he knows it's a lot harder to get the experience. Gets to 4-3, big punish here as well, and look at the life lead. Activates the Heat, back 2, real close to getting that wall. In fact, we're taking a trip. Heat bash, not going to be enough. Heat burst to start the momentum. Edge, still in the momentum from their first game, still in the first round as well.
Trying to run that mix 2 out of the Flamingo stance. Ignition Barrage with the dash behind it. Trade after in his favor in a big way. Got the wall, no conversion. Immediate rage art, but oh my god, he committed already. And just like that, Chikurin able to steal that round. That was 2 really, really back and forth sequences in heavy favor of each player, back to back to back like that.
I mean, look, if we're talking about what's happening here, the fact that they're swinging like this in round number 2 should tell you exactly where these guys are trying to go. That long-standing jab coming from Clive, you can already see the defense on display. That Phoenix shift stance is another thing that Chikurin has really been taking advantage of. And he tries to go for the parry right there, but it's not going to work out. And that Edge offense starting to get better and better. Oh, wow, he didn't believe. I thought that was down 4-2-2. Sidestep 2, gets the heat engager. Sidestep
and launch.
Down 4-2-2 once again, and he can definitely close this out if he gets the right combo.
At the wall with the rage.
Oh my god, caddy corner combos. The only fantasy here is yours. Ifrit. Man, my man be going up. He looks so cool while he's in heat, and it actually changes how he looks in the rage art too.
I just like Ifrit, man. I'm just trying to set some stuff on
Hey,
fire.
man,
bro.
look, I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't even played this game, but Clive is cool, man. I'm sorry, bro. Just the catch line, he's like old superhero. Like, he's like a 1990 superhero. It's like, I'm the person here to win. You got to beat me. Down 4-2. Here's the launch. Edge trying to take it to the wall, and he's got heat.
You got to beat me. Edge absolutely trying to. Sidestep right, launch. Look at the reward. Just outside of rage, Chikurin back to the wall here, swinging with that blade. Able to crush the armor. Gets a fat launch out of it. Can extend with the up kick and the heat extension here, trying to find this wall. Can he get it?
Yes,
absolutely.
Rain badge. Oh, wow. Must have tried to sidestep on the wall, and Chikurin is making him pay for it. We talked about his adjustments, and look at how quick. The low parry this time on the Phoenix shift low. To the wall.
Side wall, though. You got to hold this pressure, though, Chikurin. You show him you see him Chikurin showing a lot of parry attempts as well.
Wow, got the back two shift in the Phoenix shift stance. That was really good. Back two, one of the longest reaching normals that my man has, and it really is a really good tool. It extends combos, it's great reach. The only difference is, you know, using it on the defensive to try to punish is a lot harder because of the direction. But still, a great tool to use in that neutral. Another thing we've been seeing a lot of is that 4-4-2 coming from Clive goes straight in the stance, and it puts him in a block. Lots of blocks done. He's going to have to hold that and guess afterwards.
Yeah, it feels like he shoots for it in specific ranges too. Obviously, it's a little bit more telegraphed. It's easier to step. You got to be very, very careful, especially against what Edge has shown. If you give him a telegraphed linear attack like that at range, he will launch you and he will take you to the wall, and you know what this character does after.
And whether
so
it stands.
Yes, exactly. So it's about Chikurin identifying ranges where to use these attacks as well.
Okay. You see Chikurin going to some of these longer strings now.
And they both had overall pretty good guard against each other too in a lot of these situations. Counter hit from there. Hit block, counter hit punish.
Side step down 4-2, back three to stabilize. Feet first, gonna get the wall break too. I don't think he's gonna be able to kill, but it's gonna be a bad situation. Heat dash for the rest. Oh, nice, shifting to the armor.
Beautiful sequence after the balcony break. Does the flip back kick just to take wall positioning just easily, and then just willing to burn his dash in the 50-50 mix after.
I like that, challenging the stance with the back three. Gonna get a scale combo, but a combo nonetheless. But look at the position.
Familiar story here, same situation as last round.
The armor, he's using it so well, especially against Clive.
It's the HP. He's willing, HP is cash, spend that stuff.
Go down 4-1, and he tries to sneak in the low. No more. Chill out. That's the thing about Edge. His offense is so unforgiving. If you give him space, he's definitely going to take advantage, and that's typically something we see for Chikurin. But we also saw this versus Chikurin yesterday when somebody was trying to eliminate him. He's like, yeah, I'll go down a round, maybe even a game, but the rebuttal is going to be strong. I would love to see how it's going to work versus Edge.
Here we go off this low parry. Chikurin trying to build some momentum here. Down back 2 enter there.
Trying to get the carry on the wall, right?
Yeah, this is the difference between some of the other climbs that we've seen in this event too. You haven't seen Chikurin take any opportunity to build up top of the security. Ramo spear. There's the running 2 with the double kick ender.
Finishing the string, getting the blue stuff on the tail end too. Trying to sidestep to get away from the wall. Edge predicts it. Sidestep left just to keep him there.
Use some homing attack. Doesn't want Chikurin to step off the wall as easily. Plus frames into Ignition Barrage again.
Okay.
He is going to Flame Blast in a lot of these situations, but just like that, the blade.
Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, Edge plays at this range where you think he's just going to keep swinging. Keep looking for these down 4-2s, and when you least expect it, back 3. Oh, the only fantasy here is yours with a sliver of life. Oh, he's dead.
That's something that can be so frustrating about playing him too. It's like he's really good at establishing and training you on certain patterns and ranges, and then just when you think you understand it, he doesn't do anything, or he becomes a little bit passive. Then when you think you understand that, he does a Rage Art, or he does a Heat Burst. It feels like every option is always on the table with him.
I like how he forces some of these interactions just to make you swing, so he can make these actions happen, these side steps, the down 4-2s. Edge not always taking the bait though, and he's done a great job of just spacing out and just punishing him for it. And side step 2 again, and he's not finishing. He could have had the hit, would have had the engager. Oh, the smash. The explosion on the wall.
And he's going to get the wall as well after, Steve.
Big damage, not dead just yet. Oh, nice. And the punish.
Dash up, activate. Edge trying to just throw him out of it. The patience.
Oh, my gosh. He went straight to the string. He reads the low, blocks it, calls it out. That's one of the things that helped Edge in his earlier day matches versus Atif. Willing to go for these low crush moves, low parry right out of the gate.
He's a gambler too, man. He's not afraid to bet.
Okay, not a lot of damage because it's not really charged up.
Blocking punishment on the Phoenix shift slide. Activate.
Defense, little down jab. One of the main tools for defense stopping in this game now.
Scary position right now for Chikurin, though.
Okay.
Just Flame Blast in between. My turn. Now you take the wall table. Oh my God.
Wow. That wasn't even a third dimension. That was just a raw crush.
He got a vert. Right. He just jumped over.
All right, the Barbados Slim. Okay.
The Barbados.
My man went right under that bad boy. 4-3, catches him out of there, so it's not going to be a combo.
2s.
10 seconds left in this last round.
Cox jab to interrupt. Chikurin with advantage, keeping it tight. Punishment and the checkmate. Chikurin 2-0 over Edge.
Man. Wow. Wow.
In groups here, so that puts Chikurin up top. Edge gonna have to deal with whatever is left over between this next match of CBM and Eyemusician.
And once again, we didn't even mention, this is once again a legacy match. Japan versus Korea, a long-standing rivalry between players we've been watching play out, and I love the fact that EWC gets that carryover right away because you're seeing the best of the best long-term Tekken in play. Edge, of course, just recently getting on a lot of people's radars, but he's been there for quite some time. Chikurin, like we said before, man, one of the best out there, man, and still willing to go into the lab, grind out these matches, and knows how to actually change up his approach. But he didn't even need to change characters this time, and this is something we've been seeing him do regularly throughout the weekend playing Tekken 8, but not going to be able to do anything here is Edge.
Yeah, so he comes into this event, of course, former TWT champion going up against the former WWE heavyweight champion. But Chikurin, of course, he has a lot of experience in this. Like, both these guys have played each other a ton, you know? And like you said, even though if Edge over the course of the past 2 years has had such a build-up, it's not like he was scrubbing it out early on either. He was doing really well for himself, but he just continues to elevate and elevate. And it's one reason why even in this bracket, even with the loss to Chikurin here, you cannot feel comfortable if you have to go up against this guy going for the rest of this day, or certainly tomorrow if it comes down to long sets where we've seen him perform really, really well.
Well, that's all it's going to take if you got to get the win, but we're going to send it back to the stage to get to our next showdown here in Tekken 8.
One thing about Chikurin, that man did not come to play, but he came to play though. That was nasty. 2-0, that's what you do on the big stage.
Oh, he was whooping ass up there. No two ways around it. Chikurin, of course, known for his experience in many years of play. He definitely showed it off here. He's just ready to go and top his group. He is hungry for a playoff spot, but he can't get there yet because we'll need to see who his opponent will be wrong.
Well, in order to find that out, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we have to bring out our next competitors. First, coming to the stage, the one and only CBM. CBM, of course, that stands for Cherry, Berry, Mango. But there is nothing sweet about this man's gameplay. He's a dog, a big dog. This man has traveled the world competing against the best, and of course, he is from South Korea, so he is fighting against the best at all times, steel sharpens steel, and this man is a Ginsu blade.
You talk experience on one side, I'm going to give you a young prodigy on the other one. His opponent, it's Eyemusician! Representing T1, the young prodigy has been a known staple for the past 7 years, especially in the South Korean scene. In 2025, he finally broke into that Tekken 8 international scene to earn a spot at EWC 2025. Passing the first gauntlet with flying colors in number 1 in Group B, can he do it again here on the main stage for Group A and potentially playoffs?
I'll tell you what, it is not going to be easy, but one thing that is easy is what you guys got to do, and that's nothing but sit there and enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. The highest level of Tekken is going down right now. Let's send things over to our commentators.
That's what I'm talking about. Some good-ass Tekken, if you will, man. They know what they're in store for. You can hear the crowd getting into it. And speaking of getting into it, CBM, Eyemusician. I want to start with Eyemusician. Kind of missed the heyday of Season 1 Yoshimitsu, but my man has, for the longest time, not only during Tekken 8, been the strongest Yoshimitsu out there. And on top of that, I feel like he plays this character a little more tricky than most, but of course, he comes from Korea. They play a very solid game, and I feel like that elevates what he brings to the table with this Yoshimitsu. On the other side of the table, we got CBM. CBM has, I feel like he's been in a bit of a character crisis, but I feel like that's kind of rounded out as he will go to either the Clive or the Jin, depending on the matchup. Jin has always been a strong suit. He's definitely got the play style to really go into it, but I feel like when he overextends with Jin, that's when he gets in trouble. The Clive is kind of the control piece of that, and the Clive is the other end of that puzzle. Which character will he go to? I'm not sure, but it might be the Jin.
And the other thing, too, is I mean, on the other side, Eyemusician, this guy's always been an X factor. You're talking about, like, yeah, Mr. Heyday with Season 1 Yoshi. He's done more with less. You got to think back. I'm thinking back to the end of Tekken 7. He was doing damage with that Yoshi. And the thing is, he showed up to this EWC weekend fresh off of that qualification at EVO, who he went over CBM to qualify, by the way, to get his ticket to get here. And he has not stopped. I don't think a lot of people had him pegged to make it out of that group on top side the way he did. He said, I'm more than an X factor. I'm the one you need to be looking out for. And so coming into this match, it feels like he's got the momentum, like you said, especially CBM. It feels like there's a few players who are kind of feeling like, not even results-wise, but like mentally. They're in like something like a sophomore slump. But the thing is, you cannot be deceived by all that talk. That's what I'm saying. You can't, bro. People be saying anything and everything on Twitter. They be on the interviews like, I don't know if I can win. but then you saw the way he sat down and played yesterday. They put him in the zoo. He had to put his hat on, grab the mop, grab the banana, said, hey, get these apes in the cages, man. And he was cool to do it in the most dramatic way possible, by the way.
The keeper. My man is the keeper. But of course, man, and I'm glad that Rob pointed out, man, CBM is playing with some of the best players in the world. And on top of that, he's got a lot of experience, whether it be just playing in their own respective leagues in Korea, but just traveling, getting that
active.
XP. He's so active. So you're going to see him no matter what. When it comes to high-level Tekken, CBM is one of the players you're going to see everywhere. I am so happy to see Eyemusician out here. And not just for the sense, I missed the company, but my man's playing Yoshimitsu. The character stretch across the board, how many people would say they were going to see a Yoshimitsu here at the top EWC spot, leaning into that playoff, leaning into the top 8? Not many.
It's funny, too, especially because we had a lot of Yoshis last year, too. If you remember, Sajawal as well was here. But, man, as the sole representative of this character in this event, right now going up against CBM on the Jin in the arena.
The Coliseum is where they're going. And look, you can see CBM is already ready. Quick duck right there on the door knocker.
And look at him just constantly counterclockwise rotation, already kind of just looking for Eyemusician to give him any kind of openings and hanging out in that mid-range where he can kind of just quickly poke back for a launch.
My man woke up and did the clean sweep, dropped the combo though, and CBM has converted both of these to something pretty good, likely still in his favor, and he's still prepared to duck the second high on that door knocker.
Yeah, unfortunately the conversion didn't work out at the very end, but even just the presence of mind to be able to get the float, and then here finds this hit, back to 1. And then the Kazuryu slash, just a little bit too late there. CBM gets hit. Engagement from Eyemusician, and he's making it work here. Slide, but the big pickup from CBM.
He has challenged all these floats when he's been trying to go in the stands, when he's trying to get to the trickiness, when he's trying to go into the bag of tricks. My man is not letting him do it. And the conversions have really been a big part of that, whether it be just floating them out or anything.
In short sets so far, it felt like this whole weekend, CBM, if it wasn't coming off of a Jin swap, he's coming with very specific and concrete plans, and you can watch it from the jump with these sets. He is CBM with prep time. He definitely studied his opponents, and he's coming with each matchup with an idea of very specific counters of what he wants to do.
And he's always kind of been that way, where like he starts to understand matchups, and it's almost impossible to beat him afterwards.
Yo, the down 2 under the smoke, the spin to avoid the other strike too, by the way. But back 2-1 here.
Okay, goes in the stands.
Take the low. Sidestep swipe, but the mid strikes from CBM. Able to just take control in this mid-range right now. Overwhelming just patience right now. Presence from CBM.
That down back 4 is doing numbers for CBM. And now you see Eyemusician start to get wind of it. Yoshi's no stranger to the lows too. We saw what Eyemusician was willing to do when it comes to those first games. After a knockdown, going for these big combo starting sweeps and not afraid to try to push his game. And the electric to start it off, this is going to be big damage on the table, especially if he tries to cash out with the heat, which he doesn't. Okay.
Look at CBM's movement too, constantly moving to the right. Finds this counter hit hop kick, and look at what's going to happen here. We going to get some heat? Absolutely. It's summertime, baby.
Summertime, and that's going to be first game. Eyemusician going down 3 rounds straight. CBM looking prepared.
Yeah. Like I said, it felt like each matchup so far that we watched from him this week, he has come in with very specific counters and matchup key notes that he's just been executing so well overall.
Well, let's see what he does. Let's see what Eyemusician changes up here, because that was kind of a wash.
Yeah, he's been Z-accessing the hell out of everybody, man.
The third dimension, welcome. All right, here we go. Puts the sword up early. 4-4. I like what he's doing. He knows that he's looking for the down back fours now. So now he's just tapping. Look, he knows he's looking for the lows. And now Eyemusician going for a slower stance, but gets the heat engage started.
Kuzuryu slash here. Going to be able to get Eyemusician this engagement, this wall, this sweep, these slashes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And he's still got plenty of heat. Not going to be able to get the kill, but the next guess could be the wrong guess. Heat smash to close it out. Eyemusician stops the round lead. Punch that bell. Start the round. Boom.
Down back four, max range down back four. Like you said, Steve, just the fundamental mix of mid and low and mid-range like that. CBM's had good control, but Eyemusician fighting back. Trade in his favor here.
Big sidestep launch. We're going to the wall. What's the mix?
Oh, wow. For the Ganto slash. Here we go. Activate on the outside of CBM. Step? No. First from Eyemusician, spin out. Take wall control through the smash. Spinning slash on a Dragonfly stance, but CBM looking for an out here, enraged. Takes the punish, working that forward neutral.
Wow. Wow. This dude CBM lost a bit of life on that last exchange, but still fighting out. And he can still recover some. He does have rage, and the next hit will do it down 4-1. That's 2 rounds now in this second game for Eyemusician. And we're already getting to these dicey scenarios.
Put the sword away.
1-1.
Puff that stuff. Slide out of plea. Trying to cut the pizza up, and just like that, Ganto slash. It's been, Eyemusician's had the same round 3 rounds in a row, it feels like. Here we go, lift punch from CBM. Trying to make something happen here on the good block punishment on that low.
Gets the wall rising 2, back 3, to the wall, savage sword.
106, and take the low after.
Oh, spirited away. Miyazaki will be proud. Oh, tried to do something. I'm not sure what it was. Nice sidestep, 2-4. Goes in the stand, spins the heat dash. Oh no. He's been getting a read on those down back fours, 3 rounds straight, 1 game apiece. We're tied up.
They had really good success for like 5 rounds, but then it started to come back on them at the end like that. As Eyemusician has slowly adjusted to his timing like that. Let's see how CBM changes it up. Maybe going to some other low options, working some more delays. Might see him go to 4-4 a little bit more, but a factor that has not been a factor in this matchup that I'm looking forward to seeing. Flash has not been a presence at all.
Right, unless it was a combo. We was not seeing it, but also you got to be really careful. Down back 4 slow enough, 4-4 slow enough. You got to be really up on the gristle if you really wanted to get that hit. 2 4s there, down 4-1. Jin's got a lot of slow poking tools that you got to respect. And look at that range the CBM is playing. He is really making sure if you're going to hit me with a flash, it's going to be a counter hit flash because I'm trying to hit you.
Strings haven't really been a factor. He's just been kind of getting poked down.
You don't want to commit to it when you know Flash is there. See, like right here, he'll back off because he knows he can't afford to take a big flash. He is really close to his wall. Engage.
Man, it felt like CBM was going to the right anyway, but Kuzuryu is still able to connect. Gonna just take some of your HP there, cut you up. Sit on the angles, but the counter hit confirmed here.
Oh, the electric. Let me
strike
let me
into
get
the
it.
fist. Sidewall here. Able to connect.
Savage sword for the closeout. Not dead just yet. 50% down forward to close out. And now we're in the first round of this 3rd game. Eyemusician trying to collect himself, but he's going to get hit by a big counter hit 4-4 to the wall we go.
And Inky, Blinky, Sue, they all watching this, bro. The ghost turned blue.
No, that's what I was saying, bro. I love that the ghost actually turned blue, like you ate the pellet.
Oh, CBM got that pellet right now, bro. Hold on. Wall, break on the grab. Oh, right into the Listerine miss. Spin around. I'm just trying to reposition. No, cut him up. Just keep cutting.
Why did I think he was about to get a combo off of that? Heat smash. Down
jab. The crouch jab.
And finishes the door knocker this time. Down 4-1.
Punish.
4.
Into the quick sweep. Dive kick. That quick flash from Eyemusician. Walk. CBM back on his dog walk stuff. Back on that walk. And CBM in the driver's seat to take this set.
Bro, my man went full 360. You wanted to see the character model. Engage.
Back 2-2.
That's what I was talking about, that 2-1. Really going to make you second guess some of your options, especially even though you have flash.
It's also just so good for CBM just to see what you're thinking, you know? Are you thinking duck? Were you going to backdash after this? Are you trying to swing? It's a good tell.
Okay, well, down 4-1. CBM slowly but surely pushing him to this wall. Big counter hit. What are you going to do with it?
Great timing from Eyemusician here. Going to get wall. Spin on him.
Stands hits. Coming up good. Standing forward. Heat engager active with the 1+2. Median line destruction runs up. Then he gets hit with the flash and the 3+4.
Finally, that's the first one that felt like really impactful the whole set so far. I'm just trying to rush it. Ended a little bit early here. Median line destruction again. Punishment from Eyemusician.
He parried the sword swipe just to get the combo flow.
First it back to Manji spin kicks. Punishment from CBM.
Whoa.
Back to the wall.
Oh no. The Mutombo, not today. Oh my God, he just commits to it. The wall is right there.
Tornado.
CBM is on set point, so Eyemusician cannot lose this round. What a weight, what a spin. Eyemusician, we're going to a final round already on the second game.
Eyemusician is playing 4D chess. That was crazy.
Bro, the Pac-Man theme goes crazy. My aunt would love this song. Bruh.
Great spin to get out the axe kick. Eyemusician, every tool on the table right now.
The trade 4-4-3. First time he shows it, gonna be a full combo pickup. And remember where they are.
Oh, them goes to blue, looking real blue right now, Steve.
Wow. Okay.
And the Sweets heat activation now.
Fighting back. There's the smash. What are you gonna do, CBM? You still gotta heat up your own. But I like Eyemusician just putting the pressure on so he can't use it. Gets the pickup, not in rage. If he gets this wall, no! Back two. So up 4-2. That's 2-4. The dive kick. CBM interaction away. The down 4 to close it out. CBM goes on. Eyemusician so close to it being him instead of CBM, but it will not in the pop-off. Don't dance. We've seen what happened.
Please don't pop that Spider-Man thing.
Don't do it again. Obama back here. I don't know who's gonna grab you. Obama's back here. I don't know who's gonna stop.
We call get security. Call Bubsy in.
Bubsy, get in there.
Get in there, man. But Eyemusician, that felt really close towards the end too. Even then, there was just like a few near misses. You saw him trying to bang on mist at the very end, and like you said, that loaded check from that range. But CBM able to somehow maintain control here on the arena stage. This was clean, but Eyemusician with the adaptation, he changed it up on Gemaji Temple. This was he just found the wall each time and was able to get just huge return.
I mean, he started playing back a little more, right? He was going for a lot of spins in the first game, trying to go for a lot of tricks, using Mantis, using Fleas, like, yo, I need to see how you're going to react. And a lot of times, CBM would check it. So he slowed down a little bit. That's why you start to see the spins come out a lot more. We finally start to see the flash come out a little bit. Going for a few blatant lows. CBM slows it down even more so, starts bringing new things to the addition, right? He starts using 4-4-3, completely sidestepping, and just really taking advantage of Eyemusician not being able to get his game started off. A couple of standing fours into those heat engager median line destructions, and you see Eyemusician making the adjustments to try to take it back. And that right there, that was ridiculous.
That was a crazy sequence. Literally just like 2 steps ahead.
And look at this. I didn't even realize it was only 11 seconds left on the clock. I was so locked in, I was not aware of the times. So now you're forcing them to interact, but now CBM interacting with the rest of the bracket, gonna stay on the top side. Eyemusician, the lone Yoshimitsu is here, but of course, coming on up. You see him right there, a TWT champion in the flesh. Excuse me, an Evo Japan champion in the flesh. Chikurin coming back up. He's hoping to make it out, but CBM is going to be on the other side. He didn't go far, and you can see the standoff on the stage. They're about to go head-to-head to stay alive here at EWC.
This is going to be a rematch from last year as well. In this phase of this event. Last year, CBM took it, was able to lock his spot for that phase 3 of the TCU, and of course, where it turns into long sets, right? This is going to be an important one for Chikurin because I think he's the kind of player who I think excels at that kind of long set as well. So for Doryoku no Last Samurai, the last samurai of effort, That's what they say. They say about him is like he's a grind monster, right?
I mean, I literally used to watch this dude back in T7 days, stream for like 6-7 hours with all the characters he played, and he'd be like, all right, now we're done. My man is no stranger to the work it takes to get the job done, and CBM has been on that grind for a very long time. Definitely about due. We talk about players about due. CBM is definitely putting the time in. It's looking all blue on the side of CBM, as he's definitely had the leg up when it came to the last time these guys went head-to-head. But one thing I said about Chikurin, which is true, is that he is a grinder. The thing about CBM, though, I feel like once he has your ticket, it is so much harder to beat him. Like, it wouldn't matter what character you play. If he's beat you once, he feels confident in his playstyle and the way he presents himself that he can do it again. But I love the fact that he keeps his nose to the grindstone when it comes to that.
Steve, what characters are we going to see?
Clive.
Do you think they're going to run Clive on each other? The two Clive players?
I think Chikurin's going to go Clive.
We play his Final Fantasy. You say his Final Fantasy 17?
Yo, I mean, look, I think Chikurin goes to the Clive simply for the fact that he doesn't want to give him a familiar, the Lily. I feel like that might be a thing. I think he does. I think he doesn't want to go to the Lily just because Jin is pretty good for. He's got the standing 4. I mean, it's still strong, but down 4, the 2-1s. You can fight that up close game and make the scrambles a lot more in your favor. I think with Clive, he has the range. He's got the tools to make you fight back at a further range, and that is the thing we're going to be looking for. But you can see it right there on the screen.
Jin versus Clive. Both these guys Jin players, too. That's the other messed up thing.
That's the hard part.
Both of them Jin players, both of them Clive players. That's why I was like, maybe Lily's a factor here, but...
The thing is, though, is that CBM, we've seen this before when he gets these clashes of mirrors, like, he starts to get a little shaky. But the fact that he's committing already lets you know that he's going to start there and work his way around. If it does not work out, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it. And we got the special winged intro. Let's go!
And immediately sword slashes and far range 3. Chikurin not afraid to swing back.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's when back 2 is really good. You really get to use it a lot more because Jin's going to be wanting to close that range a lot more. Flame Bash is going to be there as well. You're going to see him using strings a lot more.
Especially like Jin peak forward 4 range around there.
Yep, there you go.
Kind of swing back.
Down back 4, that's another one you got to look forward to. And you're going to see maybe a lot less electrics in this instance because of the range that Clive has at his disposal.
Yeah, I mean,
and look at that.
That's the thing about this character. He fights in a range that very few other characters can really compete at. Jin, of course, has some tools, but Clive can get massive return as well. So, just jab strings, down 4-1s. Hook fist, both these guys just guarding on each other. Clive in heat, though. Phoenix slide,
nice.
puts the duck on the high. While standing 2, time. Look at time.
And this was a long first round. Big Savage Sword to close out. Yeah, he's reaching for something big. CBM not going to take the bait. Forward 1+2 to close out. Little wave on top of it. And I was talking about the back. I told you, bro. He wants to do that, but the call out.
The read on the back, too, though. On either jabs or any non-jailing high string, just like that. He's going to have to be really careful against CBM.
What a sidestep, ducking again. Look at the range he's playing at. And like I said before, once CBM has your number, it don't matter what character you play. He has a read on you.
He's been doing a clinic the entire weekend and just how to effectively just sidewalk people to death. Oh my God.
Once again, Korea versus Japan. CBM definitely about due for a big win under his belt. And he's playing like he's about to get a big delay on the side step 2. Gets to confirm. Full low after the Phoenix shift stance. And he breaks the floor. He's going to get a full combo off of this.
Yeah.
And he still got heat. And look at that limit bar up there. It's getting there.
That's the thing. He built up to level 2, so it's good in the long run, right? But he's got to be able to get through this round.
4-4, down
Cash out
4-1.
later. Down 4-1. Good mix of mids and lows here. With the special mids, too.
Oh, he had the hit to finish the string.
I didn't believe. Down 1. That's on the low while standing 2. And here we go. CBM, he has resources.
He can break the floor if he wants to. The combo drops.
Sidestep on the heat blast.
There we go. While standing 3, got a little tracking on it. Thorgal coming through.
Yeah, Chikurin, good presence of mind to bet on that, especially with as much as CBM's been walking in some of those situations.
He likes to do this quite a bit, especially when he's close to the wall.
Yeah.
He'll literally be like, I'm going to use while standing 3 instead because you try to move a lot, gets the tracking. Look at the extension here.
Especially since it's such a common habit to try to reposition after that. Anyway.
Wow, used the 4-4-2, but did not take the transition on the stance. CBM with the bravest ducks in the world.
Full crouch mixing good guard. Sidestep and lift kicks no good. Double kick after the Phoenix stance. Homing attack.
The thing is, CBM could have got something major off of that block can kicks, and it might come back to bite him. Nice block. Uses the shift. I love that transition. The sidestep, I thought it was going to get him out of danger, but it did not.
Not deep enough, Steve.
3-1. He dashed down 4-1. Flame bash.
Bash right back. Oh.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
What a block.
Rage on the side of CBM. 2-1 punish from Chikurin to stay in this. On the bottom floor. 3 bars built for the limit gauge.
Back 4.
Will it come into play?
I like that. Using the mids. 4-4-3, back 4s. Back 2, another great tool for Jin. Long range, delayable.
Yeah, just to find him in this range, and that opens up for the lows. Then the block punishment for CBM online. Activate.
3-1, didn't use the heat dash. I like what he's doing. Flame bash, and now I got heat too. Block on the low.
Forced to 50-50 here. Flame bash right back at you. Yo, we don't need heat in this match. Back 2-1. Back 2-1 in the finish. CBM able to hold on here against Chikurin to go up 1 game in this set. The winner going to punch their ticket for that long set showdown tomorrow.
And we talked about how good we feel like Chikurin is in this long set, so you know he wants to get there. CBM running the Jin or the Clive definitely could make a huge splash there, especially if he actually gets there. But it starts here. He's 1 game away from making that so. Chikurin sticking to the Clive.
Yeah, you know, Steve, talking about the characters in this game, there's been so much discussion, especially online. Is it possible we could end up with like several Clives in the end of this bracket like that? And that's a character people aren't really talking about like that, right?
I mean, look, personally, I think the character's really cool. He plays the game a little differently than most because of that reach, right? It's a big thing that you really have to think about. So, of course, the fact that we see Chikurin playing this character, we saw it in 7 with the Geese, the Akuma, the Leroy. He will give you a taste of all these characters that kind of have their own little spice to their play.
Facts.
Whether it's the parry, whether it's, you know, the stance here, the reach here, the Geese with the projectile, the Akuma with the projectile, he's going to make it work.
Nice double kicks here into the heat smash at the wall. Right now, Chikurin.
Down back 4,
Counter hit. 4-2 slashes.
And delay on the down forward 1-4. CBM. He knows he's getting anxious. He knows Chikurin wants to hit these buttons.
He pressed into it, yeah. Changing up his timing, just like the late. Down for 1, back off. Back 2, gonna go in the shift.
Electric right out of the gate. Was not gonna hold back this time. And I like that. Back 3-2 to get the wall.
CBM overall, he's bended. He'll bend in some situations so far in this matchup, but he hasn't broken. Overall, had really good defense and really good attempt at just being able to interrupt Chikurin, call him out for the parry attempt. Okay, fine, you got this while standing 2, you got this damage, you got this activation. What you gonna do with it? Wall?
Explosion. Ooh, off the wall.
All right, that was nasty. That was kind of nasty.
Got a little too greedy with it. That last hit not gonna hit. Chikurin finally ducking, and we've seen the over-willingness of CBM to commit. I like that. Phoenix shift 2, down 4. Now watch for the down 4-1. I knew it. 2-1, down 4-4 instead. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Once you close that distance, you get him to the wall, it's a lot harder for Chikurin to get out of there. It's a lot harder for Clive to make those fights. And that's why you see him going to Flame Bash so much. Because that's one of his quickest close-up normals. And that's why you see him prefacing it with the jab. Oh, back 4-2-3. Man, this dude CBM is playing crazy right now.
Grab instant break. This time homing attack, Total comes out.
The parry.
Finally, the parry able to make an impactful connection there.
Back 2 in the Phoenix shift, caught you ducking, and I got my extension now with the heat.
Yeah, first time he goes to the mid and is successful here. Trading lows, medium line destruction with the wall to back it up. And just like that, CBM was not letting Chikurin get started at all. Any opportunity he had, interruption, no, I'm taking my turn back. Put me on the wall, put you on the wall. And just like that, I'll see you tomorrow. Day 3 EWC 2025 Tekken 8. CBM came in here. Let people know, bro, do not give me prep time. I don't have a butler, don't need one.